I apologize. This video might have some wind in the microphone. It's hard to find a spot that's not windy. But anyways, this is my 1996 Toyota Corolla. I paid $8,000 for the car and another $500 for fuel and plane ticket to get it back home since it was out of state. You're probably wondering why pay so much. These cars are only worth like $2 grand, $1,500. Well, this is not a normal Toyota Corolla. It is a JDM import. As you can see, right-hand drive, kilometers. I'll show you the interior real quick. JDM carpets. So why it's worth so much and why I paid so much. So first of all, it's four-wheel drive. It is not all-wheel drive like a Honda CR-V or a Subaru. It is four-wheel drive. It's more comparable to like a Toyota 4Runner or some kind of truck like that. So that already adds loads of value, especially on a body style like this. You don't really have much options like this in four-wheel drive in America. Brand new snow tires, definitely value in that. Also, this thing is in very good condition. It seems like there's some paint work done over here, but that doesn't bother me. I don't really care about the exterior. As long as the interior is good and it's mechanically good, then I'm happy with that. Which all the maintenance I mean, first of all, the car has, I bought it, it had like 95,000 miles, so that's already very low. And then plus it has a bunch of maintenance done. I don't know if you could read that, but timing belt, water pump, thermostat, belts, tensioners, engine mount, oil changes, everything with quality parts as well, Japanese parts and stuff like that, all replaced only a few thousand miles ago. So this thing is ready to go for at least 100,000 miles without me touching anything. It's gonna go and go and go. So that also adds value, and one of the reasons why I bought it. 5-speed manual. I will only get a manual. Well, if I'm spending this much, it's got to be a manual. And then the best part is, let me show you the trunk real quick. trunk, just basic Corolla trunk, nothing special. Corolla SE Saloon. Saloon means it's a 4-door overseas. It's kind of like saying sedan. But the best part, so let's say the Corolla is worth $2 grand for just how clean it is. Let's add another few grand because it's 4-wheel drive. That's pretty unique. But the best part is it's a diesel. I've always wanted a diesel. And originally I was looking for a truck or an SUV diesel, JDM, but I couldn't find one that I really liked. I came across this one, and just how clean it is, all the maintenance that was done, and it being a diesel, I had to get it. It fits almost everything that I was looking for. This is a Toyota 2C diesel engine. They put them in vans and some other cars, but they put one in this Corolla. Sadly, it is not turboed. They were turboed in the Toyota Corolla, some of the vans, like those minivan 4-wheel drive things, they had this engine turboed, but that's okay. No turbo means it's more reliable. And since it's diesel, you got power, you got good MPG, which I got about 33 MPG on this thing with the test that I did, which isn't the best, but you have to think about it. It has snow tires, it has 4-wheel drive that's constantly working, you can't turn it off. And the diesel, it's a 2.0. It's not like a 1.5 or a 1.8, 1.6. Those would get better mileage, but this is a 2.0. But I mean, that's okay. More power is nice. It's nice to have too. But one of the main reasons why I was even looking for a diesel in the first place is you can make your own fuel. You can make your own fuel for it out of used oils. So in the engine, they have a mechanical fuel injection pump, and those things could handle very like non-viscous fuels, so like veggie oils, engine oils, ATF. You could just dump it in, and let me get out of the wind. You could just dump it in and it'll drive. And I've always wanted to mess with something like that, and I really did not want to get a TDI. I really wanted the 1.9 TDI. Those are, you know, kind of what I was looking for too, to do the alternate fuel type stuff. But I did not want a Volkswagen, because if you guys know, Volkswagens, all the electronics fail. They had an issue with like a fuse box melting. So the engine is solid, and the 5-speed on a Volkswagen, but everything else is pretty much garbage. Sunroof opening on its own, I heard one from one guy. But this thing, since it's Japanese, Toyota, you don't got to worry about all that stuff. Everything works. All the buttons work. I mean, it's 29 years old and nothing's faded. Everything works. Also, this thing has AC. I probably would not have bought a car without AC. It's got folding mirrors. That's pretty standard in Japan. Yeah, everything works. The only thing that would make it better is if it had cruise control. It does not have cruise control, which is kind of weird. But anyways, I dumped 5 gallons of oil into this thing, and it drives. It takes a little bit extra to, let me get out of the wind. It takes a little bit extra to get it started, but it straight drives on used engine oil, and I've always wanted to try that, and it works. Oh, let me start it. Also, what's cool, they don't have a safety switch for the clutch, so you could just start it like this. Let's see, glow plugs, everything good. That is about, right now it's roughly 40% engine oil inside the fuel tank, and it runs perfectly fine. Roll some coal. Sorry if the video is dragging. I don't really have a script or anything. Okay. It's all mechanical. Mechanical pump, mechanical throttle. The only thing that's not mechanical is the starter, and I believe there's a cutoff switch, so you can turn the engine off with your key. So yeah, I really like the car. I put some super ceramic window tint on it, 5% on the back, 35% on the windshield with the strip on top. I really don't like driving in the sun. Also makes the AC work a lot better. It's about $1,000 tint job, but I did it myself, so it was a lot cheaper than that, obviously. White smoke, blue smoke, because there's just so much oil in the fuel. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's on idle, and it's all stock. Has catalytic converter, has the EGR still in it. I do plan on getting rid of those. Maybe I'll keep making videos for anyone that, if anyone's interested, like the video, I'll make a playlist. I'll make a bunch of videos on this car. I do for sure want to show you guys how I do filter oil you put into the tank, because you got to filter it first, because you don't want to clog up your fuel filter or mess up your engine in the long run. So I'll show you guys how I filter that. That'll be in another video. I'll probably put it in this playlist or something. But yeah, that's the car. I paid $8 grand, 88 to 8,500 for it, and I think it's worth every single penny. This thing is gonna go for another 100,000 miles guaranteed without touching a single thing besides oil changes and tires. I'm really soft on the brakes, so I probably won't even touch the brakes either. So I mean, you're anyways gonna pay for a new car, used car, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14 grand. You may as well get something like this. It's anyways gonna last just as long, especially with timing belt already done on it and water pump. So I don't know, let me know. A lot of people were saying that it's not worth it. Why on earth would you pay that much for a Corolla? But I'm sure there's other guys out there that understand, you know, the value of having something like this. So let me know what you guys think. Sorry if this video kind of dragged. Like I said, I have no script. I kind of just went for it. If I don't go for it, I would never make a video, so I may as well just go for it. At least make some kind of video.